Wise men say only fools rush in, but I can't help falling in love with you. Shall I stay? Would it be a sin if I can't help falling in love with you? Like a river flows surely to the sea, darling, so it goes. Some things are meant to be. Take my hand, take my whole life too, for I can't help falling in love with you. Check it out, guys.
That was a preview for what is coming up probably this Friday.
Preview, yes, this Friday. So I had this, actually, give credit where credit's due. Vanessa says, you know what,
Say what?
we should do?
What
We should have a DNR karaoke night. And instantly, I couldn't stop singing all night long. She was actually quite annoyed with me because we were trying to eat dinner. I was singing. Trying to watch TV. I was singing. She was rubbing my feet. I was singing. It was amazing. So I put it into action. I'm looking at probably Friday. Stay tuned for this. But we're going to set a Zoom meeting up. That way, everybody out there, all the DNR hooligans, can log in. It is BYOB. You can bring your own drink to the party, and how much you drink is up to you. I personally will be drinking probably a Diet Cherry Dr. Pepper, getting really jazzed up.
Super jazzed. It might take me just a little bit of whiskey, personally.
But nonetheless, you better be ready to bring your A game. I'm not talking about just singing. I want to see outfits. I want to see you put your heart into this. Let's see what you got. Friday, more than likely, I'll give you an exact date and time. We'll send out Zoom links for you guys. In the meantime, let's start breaking down your workout. Before we can move forward, come on, guys, see these two knuckleheads right here, right? Look at this. Look at this one right here. This is one of your biggest reasons that you're doing sit-ups for Pops. Today is your last day to accumulate sit-ups for our campaign. I did put our number on the website as far as how many we're at. I believe it's 126,000 sit-ups, which is amazeballs. It's a little short. It's a little short of our 250K that we originally were shooting for, but hey, that damn COVID-19 stuff kind of threw a wrench into a few days, and then we got back on track. But nonetheless, today is your last day to get sit-ups in. So do me a favor and at least do the workout, because the workout's going to get you almost 200 sit-ups, and then of course you can get more in. And then I need those numbers by the end of today, so don't forget to send those to me. You can send them to us through Facebook, you can text them to the business phone, you can email us, but I need those numbers to enter them in, because we are kicking some butt. Alright, here we go. You ready?
I'm ready.
You ready? I'm ready.
Come on, Pops. Let's go.
Alright, Kyle is tending to the pups, but warm up today. Like I said, guys, we're keeping warm-ups pretty basic. They might even be a little bit boring, but the goal of this, of your warm-up is to get the heart rate up a little bit, get the body moving, get it ready to actually do some stuff. So, warm up, very baseline. 20 meters of high knees. If I don't have 20 meters to move, I'm going to do high knees for about 20 seconds, right? Fast feet, get those knees high into the chest, rocking through. Next movement, butt kick. Same thing, 20 meters. If I don't have 20 meters to move, then I'm going 20 seconds in a butt kick. If you guys want to have fun with it, work on that coordination, right? The step, where we're skipping, right? Or where we're step, kick, right? Then floor sweepers. There it is right there. Load the hamstring up, sweep through, stretch out the abs at the top, keep moving. 10 meters, if I don't have 10 meters, go about 20 seconds again. Then 10 meters of Samson stretch. Again, if I don't have 10 meters to move, do 30 to 60 seconds per side. But really dig into that, guys. It is a great stretch to help open up the hips. So spend some time in there and work through some range of motion, right? Don't just go into a lunge. Actually push yourself through range of motion. Last one, spieler roll, one of my faves. You're using that dynamic force to put yourself into a straddle position. He's going left, center, right to get 1 rep. You owe 5 of those. Again, it's a very, very cool dynamic stretch to really push yourself in and out of position. So that is your warm-up for today. Kyle, what is our strength?
Strength is going to be core as it has been for the last several Tuesdays. We're going to go Tabata, 4 rounds alternating. So, movement 1, reverse crunch, 20 seconds on, 10 seconds transition into hollow body mountain climbers, 20 seconds, 10 seconds to rotate into corkscrews. We'll cycle through that for 4 rounds. That ends up being, 6-minute Tabata. So, reverse crunch, Cody, do you mind?
Yes. Okay, remember guys, on these movements, we're doing nothing fast on this. This is very, very slow and controlled movement that we are trying to make sure that our transverse abdominal is doing the work, which means we have to slow everything down. So going slow instead of fast.
So on that reverse crunch, Cody's in his hollow position, so that means the shoulder blades are off the ground, his low back is in contact, and we're in this tabletop position. So when he does this movement, it's not a whole lot of movement. The hip's going to roll off, he's going to control back to our start. Shoulders stay off the ground, and his hands are going to give as much pressure as he needs. The lighter you put pressure into the ground, the harder that's going to be. So we'll go 20 seconds there, then he's going to take that 10-second transition into mountain climbers from our hollow position, right? So super active through that thoracic, pressing through the ground, and then slow, intentional exchanges. Your foot does not touch when he's up on that leg with the knee in the chest. So 20 on there, 10 seconds to transition into corkscrews. Cody, I'm going to let you talk corkscrews.
Sweet. Corkscrews. This one is like a straight leg hip lift. We find ourselves into this hollow body position. Then I'm going to lift up and I'm going to push my heels to the sky as if I'm doing a straight leg hip lift. But then when I get there, I'm going to rotate my hip and back down. Back up, rotate my hip and back down. So we come up, rotate, back down. Up, rotate, back down. So now we're using the obliques and transverse to create the movement. Very slow, very intentful. I use transverse to get my feet up. I use obliques to create the twist up. Keep in mind, my pace on there is quite slow, right? I'm not trying to go up there and twist as fast as I can like I'm trying to fart on Kyle, but actually, I'm doing it a little bit more tactful. Like, oh yeah, right? So take your time there. Don't try to rush your fart out. Let it germinate a little bit.
Let it happen.
All right. It's hot in here. That is Tabata. Now, Tuesday has kind of been designated our go-to day for getting into our hero workouts.
AKA Murph Prep.
Yep, we are still full on in Murph Prep. This is our actual first hero workout to prep for. We did Eva last week, and Eva we know was a bitch, man, she was tough. But then we've done a couple others that felt Murph-ish. Now here is our first actual hero one. Kyle, you want to do the honors of pronouncing this man's name because I can't.
I'm assuming it's Mountain.
That was my best guess, but I didn't want to mess this up for this.
Yeah, thanks for setting me up. So 4 rounds for time, we do some quick math. We've got a 2-mile run built in there. Like Cody said, you almost have 200 reps, it's 196 of each. And then the bonus challenge, if you are looking for true Murph prep, let's put a weight vest on it. So if we're thinking about that, first off, it's a beautiful day. So let's get outside and run whether you have a vest on or not. Let's get out and move. If you can't for whatever reason, some of you have rowers, you can row for 800 to 1,000 meters, depending on where you're at with that movement. But then push-ups. We are looking for that same hollow position that Cody hit for our mountain climbers. So try to, as long as we can, avoid any of that hip dip, press to the ground, chest touches, hip does not move through. If you have the vest on, after you finish running, take a deep breath, find your brace, because that added weight on your back tends to cause the low back to kind of bow a little bit more. So take a rest going into that. We'll hit our 49 push-ups. Nice and rhythmic, then we'll go into 49 sit-ups, so you're going to get to add that total of 196 sit-ups to our sit-ups for pups count. Same sort of thing, when we're breathing, it is very challenging for us to find that true active midline position. So if you find that your hip is coming, your low back's coming up where the hip is teeter-tottering you off, slow it down, keep that midline push so that the back is constantly in the ground or on the ab mat.
And with that, guys, if you are wearing a weight vest, sit-ups with a weight vest is a whole different world. So if you need to take the weight vest off for that movement, then by all means do so. Just listen to your body. If your body's not loving doing that sit-up with that weight vest on, then get rid of it, right? And then you can put it back on for your next movement.
Which makes sense because we have running, push-ups, and squats in Murph. We don't have sit-ups because, well, it doesn't make sense to do sit-ups with a vest. So take it off if you need to. Then we'll finish out with 49 squats. Air squats just without vest. It's easy, like everything else, to let that weight want to pull you down. We always talk about hip back on the squat. When you have that weight vest on and that added force down, it might be beneficial as long as you can keep your heels in the ground to also think about your knees forward and out as we start that movement. Keep your chest a little bit taller than maybe we would if we saw that hip go too far back. So just be mindful, take a good pace. 4 rounds is a lot, but we will continue to chase down our hero workouts on Tuesdays, sounds like.
Yep. All right, guys, so finishing up on this. 4 rounds, 200 reps, 2 miles, it's a hell of a lot to do. If you're looking at that and you're going, no way, then scale it down. You could do 3/4 of this and only do 3 rounds. You could do half of it and only do 2 rounds, right? Scale back as you need to. Push-ups. We have push-ups from the knee position, right? Same hollow, tight, tuck position. So just make sure that we're not in that, like Kyle said, that dicks in the dirt position or the Zach Thompson. Gotcha, bro. Make sure you lift that hip up and touch your chest. Knee push-up. Now, if I need to, right, then we do a platform. But remember, range of motion is super important. My chest hits the platform. I press the full extension. Notice my elbows are staying tighter to my ribs versus out. This is a dangerous position for your shoulder. Keep your elbows back. Then, right, sit-ups, we talked about how we modify that. We can just take the weight vest off or reduce numbers. Kyle hit on squats. So yeah, there we go. Just make sure that you're modified appropriately and you're not outlifting yourself. The time cap that I put on this one is 40 to 45 minutes. You're not in class, so if you want to finish that up, you can. Just remember, it's only Tuesday. You have the rest of the week to work out. The at-home workout and the regular programmed workout are the same. The strength is the same as well. So your regular workout that was programmed for in the gym is no different than what your workout is out of the gym. Cool?
Cool.
Good with it?
Good with it. Friday, most likely, stay tuned for karaoke night, but we're leaning towards Friday. We'll put info out on that. If you haven't sent your sit-ups for pups numbers, your final numbers, get them in. I'll actually make a post on the closed Facebook group page. That way anybody that hasn't turned in numbers can just put down all of the numbers that you've hit for sit-ups since the day we shut down.
Cool. And last thing, guys, we're working out some details The goal is to run Zoom classes. So basically we'll send you Zoom links. You'll have a coach that takes you through your workout. That way we can actually see you move on the screen and take you through your workout. We're looking at possibly 3 classes a day. When we go to that, then what you have to do, you have to pre-register. That way we can see who signed up for that class and we can send you a Zoom link so you can get into that actual class. But that'll be signing up through Mind Body. So stay tuned to that. We're working out a few of the details on it before we actually go live with it. But that way you'll get to see a few other faces. You'll see me, you'll see Kyle, you'll see Coach TJ and Coach Anna, it sounds like. The other coaches are on hiatus right now, right? Which is good. They're kind of tuck and tail, hiding in holes. Fucking with you guys. No, it's important, so yeah, just stay tuned. Love you guys. Got questions? Let us know. Can't wait. Karaoke night.
Are you surfing?
Surfing.
So